100% ये मीटिंग को दे देंगे। अभी मुझे पता है किसी को इमरजेंसी होगी, कोई बाहर होगा, कोई ट्रैवलिंग में होगा, ऐसे अगर होगा ना तो इमरजेंसी के लिए सब कुछ जायज है। लियो हमेशा बोलते हैं ना कि एमवे की जो न्यूट्रीलाइट के प्रोडक्ट है वो कितना काम करते हैं ना, वो आपको तभी पता चलता है जब आप वो लेना बंद करते हैं, तब उसका इंपॉर्टेंस समझ में आता है। हमारे घर में फ्रिज है, हम बहुत ग्रांटेड पकड़ते हैं, जब फ्रिज बंद हो जाता है तो कितनी तकलीफ होती है। जब तक मैकेनिक नहीं आता है, वो चालू नहीं होता है, तब तक हैरान परेशान हो जाते हैं हम। वैसे ही ये प्रोग्राम है ना, अभी हम लोग उसको इतना इंपॉर्टेंस देंगे ना कि हमारे घर वालों को भी पता होना चाहिए। मंडे 9 बजे ना तो हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते, 1 आवर अभी इनका है, हम ही उसकी वैल्यू को बढ़ाना चाहिए। हमारे मेंटर इतने अच्छे हैं, मैं ये क्यों आपको बात कर रहा हूं, आप सबसे ना ज्यादा एसोसिएशन मुझे मिला है उनका, और लाइफ में क्या हो सकता है ना ये मैंने टेस्ट किया है, और मैं बहुत बहुत अच्छी तरह से मैं समझ गया हूं। और एक चीज है, देखो पैसा सब चीज में है, हजारों लाखों ऑप्शन है हमें पैसा कमाने के लिए, लेकिन हमें यहाँ पे जो पैसे हम लोग बनाते हैं ना, तो उससे हम लोग ना अपने को खुद को ना और बेटर और बेटर और बेटर करना चाहते हैं। एक ये पर्सनल ग्रोथ है एक टाइप की, और ये मेंटरिंग और कोचिंग प्रोग्राम के बिना ना ये पॉसिबल ही नहीं है। एक सपोर्ट है, एक होप है, एक भरोसा है। तो मंडे है ना, ये हर एक की आपकी मीटिंग है, और आप उसके होस्ट हो। ये कहने के लिए एक फॉर्मेलिटीज करके मैंने होस्ट कहा, लेकिन ये आपकी मीटिंग है, और आप जितने इंस्पायर हो जाते हो तो आप कितने लोगों को और चाहते हो कि ये मीटिंग में ये सब सुनना चाहिए, उन्होंने उनके भी लाइफ में बहुत कुछ अच्छा होना चाहिए, ऐसे सबको लगता है ना। अभी देखो 2 वीक में लियो नहीं थे ना, हालत खराब हो गई थी। वो उनका जो बात करने का तरीका है ना, वो कान में आना चाहिए। अभी 2 मिनट उनके बारे में बताता हूं कि सबसे पहली बात, एक भी दिन उन्होंने किसके लिए काम नहीं किया है, जो भी किया है खुद के लिए किया है। तो 100% रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी उन्होंने उनके यंग एज में ही शुरू की। 21 साल के थे 1971, उनको फ्रीडम चाहिए था, और तभी उनके मन में आया कि मुझे फ्रीडम चाहिए तो अमेरिका जाना पड़ेगा। बहुत सारा स्ट्रगल किया, बहुत सारा, 17 to 19 बार उनका वीजा रिजेक्ट हुआ। जब पास हुआ ना तो उनकी माँ है, वो माला लेके बैठी थी एम्बेसी के बाहर। तो अप्रूव होने के बाद वो यूएस गए। यूएस जाने के बाद एट द एज ऑफ 26 वो डॉलर में मिलेनियर बन गए। अमेरिकन लोगों को जेलसी फील हो रही थी कि ये कंट्री में आके इतना सारा सक्सेस कैसे ले रहा है। और सिर्फ सक्सेस नहीं है, हर चीज में, लाइफ में जो भी करना चाहिए ना सब चीज उन्होंने की है। जीरो से हीरो हम बोल सकते हैं, और ऊपर वाले का भी बहुत ब्लेसिंग है उनके पास। वो स्पिरिचुअली इतने स्ट्रांग है, आप बहुत लोगों को पता नहीं है। हम जब फैमिली रियूनियन वगैरह होती है ना 2-2 दिन की, तो लास्ट सेशन में वो प्योर स्पिरिचुअल सेशन लेते हैं, और फिर वो बात करेंगे स्पिरिचुअलिटी क्या है। तो लाइफ में हर चीज उन्होंने टच की है, हर स्ट्रगल देखा है। ऐसे मेंटर हमें मिले हैं, और उनको इंटरनेशनल एक्सपीरियंस है ये बिजनेस का। कितनी अच्छी बात है। तो आज अभी ज्यादा मैं टाइम नहीं लूंगा, मुझे पता है 2 वीक वो नहीं थे, तो आप सबकी सहायता से मैं बुलाने जा रहा हूं हम सबके लाडले लियो एंड टिफनी जेसुडियन।
फोन कर, मला घडी फोन करायचा नाही।
Yes, Leo. Unmute your mic. We can't hear you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You might see a little difference. I have a French beard. It is 1 week old.
That is why I'm searching here and there. Where is you?
It is 1 week old. I started last Monday, and Tiffany has been asking me for 35 years to grow a beard. And I said, no, no, no. So last Monday, we sold the house. We did all the paperwork. And I said, okay, I will give her a gift. So the Tuesday, she got up. She says, what's that? I said, I'm growing a beard for you, for a temporary, not permanent. So she said, really? Oh my goodness. So I said, now I'm going to look old. Because the beard, when I had a beard when I was young, it was black. Now it's white. It's like not good, not a good feeling, but it is what it is. I cannot hide that. Okay, so that's about the beard. It's temporary. I don't know how long I'll keep it, but you know what? People on boats have beards. So I'm fitting right into the boat scene. We don't have a home. We now are in Florida in a hotel room, and we are going to do the paperwork on the boat today or tomorrow, and then we will get the keys. And so next week when we broadcast, we most probably will broadcast from the boat. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So this is the good life. And I don't mean to, those of you who know me, you know my heart. But those of you who don't know me, who are new, I see some new faces. I don't mean to be rude or tell you I'm better than you. I've told everybody who listens to me that we are the same. Just some of us have more experience than the others. I'm not superior to you. You're not superior to me. If you're a woman, you're as capable as a man. If you're a man, you're as capable as a woman, except you cannot have children. and so I don't make any distinctions of superiority or inferiority. I just want to tell you that this is the good life I am leading, and you can also have this life based on what you want. Obviously, you don't want my life. Maybe you don't want to be in Florida. Maybe you don't want to be in a boat. Maybe you want to be in Darjeeling. Maybe you want to be in a house with beautiful lawns and flowers, and you're looking at the mountains. It's your choice. Or maybe you want to live in Hong Kong, or maybe you want to live in Thailand, or maybe you want to live in Australia, or maybe you want to live in America or England or anywhere in Europe or Japan, Far East. I don't know what your dream is, but this is the good life. And I'm living the good life now. I want to make a distinction. Like Sharad said, you can make money in anything. You can make money in anything, legal and illegal. Now, I grew up in a family that did not like illegal behavior. They did not promote it. They got angry when somebody did something bad and illegal. And so I grew up in that family. So I don't do illegal. Okay. Now, if you do illegal, I don't know. I don't want to help you. I don't want to promote you. You do what you want to do. You have the free will. All of us have free will. You know, we can do or we don't have to do. And we can do anything. So there's money in legal and illegal. I focus on legal. I have made all my money legally. I've made all my money ethically. That is even higher than legal, because you can be legal and unethical. You can do things that are not ethical. And if you're a lawyer or a barrister or an attorney, they're all the same thing. Vakil, you'll understand legal and ethical. I like legal and I'm also ethical because of my spiritual background. Like Sharad said, I'm a very spiritual person. I don't appear to be a spiritual person because some people think that spiritual people don't get angry. Some people think that spiritual people don't use bad words. Some people think that spiritual people are perfect. It's impossible. I'm a human being. I get angry. I sometimes swear. If I get really angry, I swear, I'm sorry. And then I ask for forgiveness from the Paramatma, right? But I'm spiritual. I make mistakes just like you make mistakes. And you know, most of the mistakes I make, nobody knows because they're not big mistakes. I know what they are. I know exactly what they are. And I pray every day. I would encourage you to pray every day. You say, man, this is a business meeting. What are you talking about all this? This is all important. Pray every day and pray for patience. Pray for wisdom. Don't pray for money. Don't pray for a new car. Don't pray for a new house. Don't pray for fame. Pray for wisdom and pray for patience. Wisdom will bring you all the money, all the cars, all the houses, everything, and will bring you, and patience will bring you friends. And when you have all the success and you have friends, you're good. What more you want? There's nothing more that we need. We got God, we got success, and we got friends. It does not get any better. It is fantastic. So what I want you to do is focus on these things. You go, why? Because it helps in this business. Let me tell you something. I've said this a lot. I'll say it again. There's only 3 things that you can do to force somebody to do something. If you want to force somebody doesn't want to do something. I don't want to do something. I will not do it. You can do 3 things to force me. Only 3 things. There's only 3 things on earth that can force somebody to do something. One is a salary. You pay me enough, I will do something I don't want to do. You know, I don't like to do, I will do it because you're paying me enough. What is enough? Everybody has a price. I don't know what your price is. I know what my price is. If you pay me enough, I'll do very uncomfortable things. I'll do stuff. I won't do illegal. That's the line I draw. I won't do unethical. That's the line I draw. But within other things, there's so many uncomfortable things to do. There are so many uncomfortable things to do. And most of us don't like to do uncomfortable things. So if you pay me enough, I'll do uncomfortable things. So that's one way to make me do something I don't want to do. The second way is to put a gun on my head. You put a gun on my head and say, if you don't do it, I'll shoot you. I will do it. I will do it because I value my life and I value the people around me who love me. And so I will say it's better for me to do that and not die. So that's the second thing. The third thing is blackmail. If you know something I did, whether I was 10 years old or 15 years old or 20 years old or yesterday or today, if you know something I did that is so bad and I don't want anyone to know it, but you know it, you can make me do things, even illegal. You can blackmail me into doing now you can make me do things because I don't want anybody to know. So if you say, aha, sometimes you don't even have to say anything. You just look at me and say, Leo, I want you to do this. And I will do it because I know you know. And if I don't do it, you're going to tell people. But you see, if you don't have those 3 things, you cannot make anybody do anything. Nobody. And sometimes you can put a gun on somebody's head and they won't do it. Some people are that strong. But these 3 things, you can make somebody do something. Now, very few people put a gun on somebody's head. Very few people in the world, in the whole world, 7.5 billion people, there's very few people who put a gun on somebody's head to make them do something. There's literally a smaller than smaller than smaller than smaller fraction of a minority that will do that. Buy a gun, put it on somebody's head and say, do this. Not many people. Okay. There's also very, 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 very few people who blackmail anybody. It's not comfortable to blackmail somebody. There are things you know about your friend or your relatives or somebody that are not good, but you keep your mouth shut. Why do that? Like that is not good. Most people have a good heart, so they won't blackmail. But the world pays money to people to do things that they don't want to do. Some people don't want to go to work on Monday, but they go because of the pagar, salary. The world uses that. The whole world uses that. Mothers use that for children. They give them a lollipop if they do something good. That is also salary. We have been coached and brainwashed since childhood to do things to manipulate the public, to manipulate your friend, to manipulate your wife or your husband, to manipulate. We have grown up in manipulation. So why do people fail in the Amway business, which is the simplest business? You buy things you always buy from the store, and then you promote that behavior. It's the simplest thing to do. Why do people fail? Because they are so brainwashed into manipulating, they don't know how to do things without manipulating people. It's a very difficult thing to do. It's easier to pay somebody to do something. In India, you know that. In India, the bloody policeman on the Chaurasta, you can manipulate by giving him some money and not getting the challan. I did it myself many times in India. I'm not proud of it. And I'll tell you some stories about what I told policemen in India. I never had any money when I was in college, so it wasn't like I had money to give rishwat. But I used to be like a crazy guy when I was in college. I used to do funny things, and I laughed, and I had a good time. In college, I had a bicycle, a cycle. No scooter, no motorcycle, no car, nothing, just a cycle. And I was one of the few people who had a cycle. Most people walked. This is 1967, 68, 69. So I had a bicycle. And my friend Vinod Sinha, he died. He was in our business. He was an IBO in India. He was a colonel in the military. And he died because he drank too much. He was an alcoholic. I don't know why. He had a wife and 2 beautiful daughters. I don't know. Anyway, Vinod Sinha was in my class. We were first year BSc students. He says, "Hey, Leo, I want to go to Sadar." So I said, "Go?" He says, "I don't have a bicycle." I said, "Then walk." Friends are very simple. There's no big conversation. It's like, go, walk. So then the guy says, "Come on, yaar." So I said, "What?" So he said, "Take me with you." I said, "Hey, bloody double savari is illegal. We'll get a challan." So he said, no, come on, yaar, take me to Sadar. So I said, "Do you know how to jump on and jump off a bicycle?" So he said, "What does that mean?" He was from Bihar. Not to say anything about Biharis, but he was like from not the city. He was not a city guy. He was a country guy, which is good, but different. Here too, people from the rural areas are different from the people from New York City or Los Angeles or Boston or Miami or Chicago or Houston or Dallas. They're different. City people are different. Bombay people are different. And, Rishikesh people are different. Okay? So he was from Bihar, from the country, and I was from I had lived in cities, and I was like a bigger thinker. I was different when I was a kid, and I still am different. But anyway, I said, you don't know how to jump on the front bar while the bicycle is moving. So he says, no. I said, okay, let's practice. We are on the campus. I take my hand out and I say, jump on the bar gently. Don't jump hard because then we'll both fall. So he tried and the bike moved and we managed. And I said, hey, we'll do it again. Now jump off. He says, how do I do it? I said, I'll slow down, jump off. So he jumped off and again he shook the bike. I said, why you push the bike when you jump off? Just jump off. Don't push the bike to jump off. Don't pull the bike to jump on. Just hold the handlebars and jump on, jump off. So we practiced a few times. I said, okay, now you're good for the thing. So we went down to Sadar Bazaar. Now, at the bottom of the hill, we were on Seminary Hill in Nagpur. At the bottom of the hill, there's a chauraya with a policeman with the stop sign with his hand, like this. He had a big round stop sign and he had a elastic. So he says, like that. And then that side stops and that side stops. And then he goes like this and he's directing traffic. You guys don't understand it because you all have lights. This is modern technology, having lights. You say it's not modern. It's been around for a long time. Well, in my generation, they had policemen with the stop sign. And so this policeman has the guy says, "Arey, baju mein khada karo." So we're coming down. I tell Vinod Sinha to jump off. He didn't jump off. He's talking about something. The policeman saw us. He pulled us on the side. Now the chauraya is very busy, like extremely busy. Trucks, rickshaws, bailgadis, buses, cars, scooters, you name it. Every kind of vehicle, powered and unpowered, is up and down, up and down, up and down, this way, that way. And sometimes if he gets off the center, there is chaos. That means like people don't stop. There's just everybody, and there's just crazy stuff going on. So he grabs us and he puts the bicycle over there. So I say, Munshi ji, 2 rupees le lo na. This was in 1967, 68. So kehta idhar nahi. I put my hand in my pocket. I did not have enough money to give him. But I offered him 2 rupees. So Munshi ji, 2 rupees le lo na. Kehta idhar nahi. I said, fir kidhar? That means we got. He says, oh, pan wala ko do. He's got a connection with the pan wala. And the pan wala has 30 people buying cigarettes and pan and katha and chuna and whatever. So that's like a beehive. You know what a beehive is? It's like a hive with bees around it. So the people around the pan wala, you could not see the pan wala. There's too many people over there. So I went over there to the pan wala. So Vinod Sinha says, "Arey yaar, we don't have 2 rupees. I have like 2 rupees and I'm going to have a cup of coffee." For 25 paise was a cup of coffee in 1967 at Madras Coffee House in Nagpur in Sadar Bazaar. So 25 paise for the coffee, another 30 paise for the samosa. So you have a coffee and a samosa and go back to the to campus. He said, I only have 2 rupees. What I'm going to do? I said, and if I give you 1 and you give 1, I said, you bastard, you're not going to give me 1. You're going to give 2. He says, I don't have any money. I'm just joking. Yeah, shut up. Listen to what I'm saying. So we went to the panwala and we said, the panwala says, after a while, he said, हाँ, आपको क्या चाहिए? I said, 2 special pan लगा दे. So Vinod is like, what? What do you mean 2 paisa? I said, shut up, man. तो कहता है 50 पैसे या 40 पैसे या I don't know. तो ऐसे वो मुंशी ने बोला 2 पैसा. तो मुंशी को कहता and like this. And मुंशी कहता हाँ हमने 2 पान खा के चले गए. You have to be very fast to understand how to survive in a world that is corrupt and unethical. I taught the panwala that because of his behavior, he's going to make special pans. He paid. He had to pay the panwala for 2 pans. Well, he didn't pay because he would have yelled at the panwala like, what did you do? And he said like, do. And he whistled and like this. And he said yes. And everything was fine. You see, I don't like unethical behavior, illegal behavior. And I grew up that way. So I even if I knew something bad about you, I will not tell anybody. I will not buy a gun and put it on your head. And I will not give you a salary to make you do something. So how am I going to make you do something? This is the problem in the Amway business. This is the problem. And if you understand this problem, half of your job is done, not full. Why? Because if you understand something, half the job is done. Now you have to do it to get the full job done. So now how do you make somebody buy products, be respectful and honor the partnership, attend all these meetings, and now it's so good, they're all free online. Usually every time from day one, 28 years ago, we went to the meeting, we paid to go to the meeting, whether it was an open meeting or it was a BDS or it was a function. We paid. We took flights, we checked into hotels, and we spent money to learn how to build this business. You guys are learning for free. Most of the time now with the pandemic. We had to pay to learn how to build a business. And so how will you, even with free meetings online, and I'm in America, in Florida, it's now 3 minutes to noon. It's going to be lunchtime pretty soon here. And guess what? I've taken the time to be here. You all have taken the time to be here, but you all have many people that did not come to this meeting because they are doing something else. They're not honoring the partnership. How do we make people to do that? We don't have a salary. We don't want a gun, and we don't want to talk about blackmail. We want to be ethical and legal. The only thing that will make people do something is if they know what will happen to them. What benefit will transpire in their life is what's going to make them do something. You see, if you don't have a bicycle, you don't have a scooter or two-wheeler, you don't have a car, you have no money for a bus ticket. You have no money for a bus ticket, you definitely have no money for an auto rickshaw. So, but you have enough money for the movie ticket. You're going to the movies. And you want to see this movie because everybody is saying this is the best movie, man. Array, this is fantastic. You got to go see this movie. This is a great movie. She is going to win an award for her acting. And that guy, the hero, is like going to win an award. The director is going to win an award. The writer, the screenplay guy is going. This is a fantastic movie. You got to go see the movie. So you have enough money to go to the movie. You have no money to get there. You will go. If you want to go, you'll go. You'll walk. You'll go. No, but the movie theater is like so far and, there's traffic and all. You will go. Because you want something. If you know what you want, you will go get it. Now, you are facing a couple of, this is very good information I'm going to give you. You're facing a couple of challenges. One is society has been brainwashed. Society, not you. Yeah, and you're part of society. So yes, you. But society in general has been brainwashed to go to college. There's nothing wrong with college. It's just I don't like the brainwash. I don't mind going to college. I went to college. You went to college. Fine. Everything is good. But the brainwash that you must go to college, otherwise you'll be a failure, is a brainwash. Now, when did this happen? 200 years ago, hardly anybody went to college. And people had good lives. The reason why it happened was that society needs you. With the Industrial Revolution, society needs workers at every level. They need workers. And they want you to go to college so that higher level, they got the workers. Then the second level is they want you to pass high school so that they got that. Then they want you to get a master's degree, that's a higher level. And then they want you to get PhD or become a doctor, a medical doctor, and then they got that level. So they want all the levels filled so society can run. And that's not bad. There's nothing wrong with that. The brainwash is not good or bad. It is real. Now the question is, how will I fit in the brainwash? How does my life fit in that brainwash? It fits. I'll make it fit. I'll go to college. I'll get a degree. I'll get a master's degree. I might get a PhD, and I'll fit my life into the brainwash. Whatever it is, I'll fit at a higher level if I want to, at a lower level if I want to. If I don't want to go to college, I'm at the lowest level, but I will fit in that system, the paradigm. What if I'm in that paradigm, I'm fitting in it, and I don't have my dream? You go, whoa, what do you mean? So what society says, and your parents, not just society, your parents, my parents, hey, put your feet on the ground. You're already flying high. Come down here on earth. Stop talking big stuff. Just be happy you have a job. Go work hard, move up the corporate ladder, get promotions, work hard, be loyal. Chup, आवाज नहीं बिल्कुल. That's what our parents, our uncles, our aunts, our grandparents, and our bosses and our teachers and everybody have taught us. And we are, something, what you learn from the childhood is very hard to get out from under that. Try to make a Muslim into a Hindu. No, because he grew up as a Muslim. Try to make a Hindu into a Muslim. No, grew up as a Muslim, a Hindu. It's very hard to change your point of view when you're an adult, especially when you're a mature adult. There are adults and then there are mature adults. So here's the thing. If your dream is not possible where you fit in the society's brainwash, the paradigm, then you live a frustrated life. You just keep quiet and you mind your own business, and inside you're in pain, heartache. Outside, you're like, you have to put your best foot forward. You have to behave like everything is okay. And you cannot be depressed if you keep telling yourself, oh, I don't have my dream, I don't have this, I don't have that. You'll be a depressed person. So you smile, you joke, you kid around, and sometimes you confront your fact that you're not living your dream life. And then you say, but yaar, I wasn't born like in that family, that big family that has all that, so okay. This is Bhagwan ne ye diya mujhe. अरे भगवान ने तेरे को कितना दिया दिमाग के साथ, अब तुम करो उसके साथ कुछ. भगवान ने तुमको मिडिल क्लास नहीं दिया, लोअर मिडिल क्लास नहीं दिया, अपर मिडिल क्लास नहीं दिया, तुमको बुद्धि दिया है, उसको वापरो ना. उसके साथ तुम कुछ भी कर सकते हो. कमाल है. मेरे से कोई बात नहीं कर सकता है, चाहे तू मेरे साथ नहीं होती है. क्यों? क्योंकि मैंने अपनी बुद्धि लड़ाई, दिमाग लड़ाई, और मैंने अपना जिंदगी बढ़ाई. Hey, that's a good song, है? दिमाग लड़ाओ, जिंदगी बढ़ाओ. It would become a song. I'm a musician too. So here's the thing. If you can convince yourself, you can only convince yourself, don't convince anybody else. Then you say, what do I do? Educate them on the benefits of what you're doing to enhance your life, and say, do you want to come with me? Like that guy said, the Sardar, I don't know what his name was, the EDC, founders EDC, who was talking. He said the whole thing is not to bring people in. The whole thing is to bring people in and let them make money, let them succeed. You know, my success is not the issue in this business. And that's another brainwash. Society wants you to succeed. Are, who's Rajiv, yaar? Are, he's a gold medalist. Ah, I want to meet Rajiv. You see the weight, the respect we give when somebody succeeds, gold medalist. Wow. So we are raised, we are brought up. हमको पाला गया है जीतने के लिए. We must win. So how can we suddenly change that and say, okay, whoever we bring in, we want them to win? That's not in our psyche, because we have been brainwashed into winning. At whatever level you want to win. Now I'm telling you, for the first time, maybe for some of you, that it's not important. You help others win and you will win big. You help others win and you will win big. And you're like, that does not sit in my brain. वो मेरे दिमाग में अच्छी तरह से बैठ नहीं रहा. ये जो आप बात कर रहे हो ना, ये उठपटांग बात, ये बैठ नहीं रहा मेरे दिमाग में. And that's true. Because when I came to America, I was a single solo flyer. I won alone. Now I have to help you win. Kamal hai yaar. Why can't I just do things and help me win? In this business, no. So then why this business? Why not do something else? Of course, go ahead and do something else. There are a few things that you have to consider. One is when you do something else, you require a lot of money. When you do something else, you require a lot of money. Go figure it out. And now lakhs are like nothing. Yeah. When I was growing up, if somebody talked lakhs, everybody shut up and listened. Wow. That was a huge amount of money that we did not even consider. It was so much money. The lottery was 1 lakh. Lottery. And people would buy lottery tickets for 1 lakh was the price. 1 lakh. Because people, generals in the army made 5,000 rupees a month. Generals. Where everybody saluted. Generals made 5,000 a month. So 1 lakh was like, oh my gosh, that was a lot of money. Now lakhs are nothing, crores. And in business, 100 crore kuch bhi nahi hai. 100 crore का टर्नओवर है आपका? हाँ साहब. यार वो तो कुछ नहीं है. नहीं महीने का टर्नओवर है. अच्छा ऐसा बात करना. महीने का टर्नओवर है करोड़ तो बात कर सकते हैं. साल का टर्नओवर है तो forget it, yeah, useless. जाइए आप. You want to do some other business? There's money in everything, but you have to have crores now. And then there are people I know that have the money and they cannot do the business because nobody wants to rent them the space. They have no background. Nobody wants to buy anything from them. They have no history. It's very difficult to go into a business and start a business and put that kind of money in a business and then succeed. But go ahead. People do it all the time. It's not that it's not impossible. It's just hard. But this business, you can get in for nothing. For nothing. What can you get in India for nothing? What can you get in India for nothing? Anything. Outside the Amway business, nothing. You cannot get anything for nothing. Everything costs. The Amway businesses, you just sign up. Give them your PAN card, your Aadhaar card, your address, take a picture of your bloody check, and that's it. Bam, you're in. You're an IBO, ABO, whatever you want to call yourself now. So you can build a business with hardly any investment. People say, but I buy products. You buy products anyway. You've been buying products since you were born. Have you made any money on the products you bought? No. Here we make money on the products we buy. Wow, really? Yeah. It's a jeeb. It's strange. We make money on the products we buy. So when you buy products, don't say you're investing money. You're buying products because you need to wash your clothes, you need to wash your face, you need to shave, you need to clean your shampoo your hair, you need to clean your house. So don't tell me you're investing money because you're buying Amway products. That's nonsense. It's like, I'm a logical person. Talk logic to me. Don't talk illogical stuff. Well, the prices are high. Achha, let me tell you something. Would you rather have a Maruti dealership or a Mercedes-Benz dealership? What would you rather have? What would you like to have? You want an agency, Maruti agency, or a Mercedes-Benz agency, or an Audi agency, or a BMW agency, or a Jaguar agency? What do you want? Maruti agency? Fine. I'd rather have a bloody Mercedes agency, a BMW agency. So if the products are expensive, you're better in business carrying better products. It's better. It's a better business. And the products are free. You go, really? Yeah, you're not at 12%. When you get to 12%, all your products are free. You get better products, you're in a better business, and you get free products. Kamal, yaar. You should be banging on the door of your upline saying, "Mujhe 12% jana hai, kaisa karna aap bataiye." And demand to go 12%, 15%. So your products are free. So we don't listen to this that the products are expensive. First of all, they're not expensive because they're great. They're the best in the world. The richest people on earth use Amway products. So they are very good and they're environmentally good. Everybody's talking about electric cars and blah, 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 and carbon footprint. And they say, our products are green. From 1959, our products have been green. Before, it was cool to be environmentally aware. Our products were green. So it's good. Everything is good. But the question is, यार कोई मान नहीं रहा. क्यों मानेंगे? बंदूक नहीं है ना तेरे पास. ब्लैकमेल नहीं कर रहे हो ना. पगार नहीं दे रहे हो. काय का मांगेंगे? तो फिर कैसे करें? Learn to talk. If they are not impressed by you, you will not succeed. How do I impress them? Listen to the audios, read the books, gain knowledge, wisdom. Pray for wisdom, not for money. Wisdom brings money. If you pay for money, there's an end to money. If I give you money, you spend the money, there's no more money. I'm not going to keep giving you money. But if I give you wisdom, you will keep getting money forever. So pray for wisdom and learn to talk to people. Yesterday, I was in a different hotel because we came from Massachusetts. We drove every day for 3 days to come to Florida because we brought a SUV full of stuff. My BMW looks like I have no home, which is true. I don't have a, because it's still the ceiling, it's packed. And it's out in the parking lot because we haven't collected our boat yet. We're in a hotel right now at the Marriott. So listen to this. We were at a different hotel yesterday. And I was talking to the receptionist at the hotel. She's a young girl. She went to hospitality. She got a degree in hospitality management and she's working in the front desk as the whatever, assistant day manager, whatever, I don't know. And I talked to her and I talked to this guy who was having breakfast and I was having a cup of coffee. And I talked to her and I was talking to him and she could hear what I was telling him. He could hear what I was telling her. After I was done, Tiff came down and said, we have to leave because we had to leave. We had to get on the road. So I said, okay. And she says to me, I wish I recorded everything you said. Am I telling you that I'm better than you? No. I'm very focused on becoming wiser, having more wisdom. And I'm telling you the truth. I've made it my business to be able to talk to somebody and in a matter of 10 to 15 minutes, impress them with wisdom, not knowledge. Knowledge is available via Google. They don't need your knowledge. They could just Google it. But they need your wisdom because you cannot Google wisdom. You cannot Google wisdom. People are dying for wisdom because they're getting the knowledge from Google and this and that and the Bing and whatever else is out there, ask.com. There are many search engines. But you know what? There's no search engine for wisdom. And wisdom is lacking in society. It really is. People go to like school, and that's like family too. I'm not saying, I'm better than you. All of the people go to school, they get trained, and they go and they do that. They have no wisdom, they have knowledge, and they know application. Knowledge, application, knowledge, application. They have no wisdom. Anything, they go to the boss. Acha, this happened, what do I do? Arey, use your head, man. No, boss does not want you to use your head. He or she is scared that you'll really screw everything up. So he says, if you have a problem, come to me. So there's no reason for you to gain knowledge. Wisdom. It's all knowledge based. Artificial intelligence, AI, is going to be it already is the biggest thing. Okay? You're talking to your computers, you're talking to your phone. Nobody is punching. Keep punching, it would be like, I think, the roll down window. Remember, we used to roll down our windows, and now we have electric windows. I took a guy in my car. We were moving, so I rented a truck, and the truck had windows. So I hired 2 kids, college kids, 2 big, strong guys to move some boxes. So I put them in the truck and I moved. So he says, what is this? And he said, oh, wow. He never seen a roll down window. He's in college, and there haven't been roll down windows for decades in America. They're all electric. So this guy had to roll down the window in the truck. And he was like, wow. I said, man, your father, when he bought his first car, it had roll down windows. He says, cars don't have roll down windows. I've never seen anything like this. I said, everything had roll down windows. He said, really? I said, go ask your dad when you go home. Go ask your mother. So the kids don't know anything. Pretty soon, the keyboard is going to be like, I think, extinct, because we're going to talk into everything. And everything is going to be voice activated. So things are moving on intelligence and information and knowledge, but nothing on wisdom. Wisdom is a problem. And if you become wise by listening to the audios and attending these meetings and reading the books, you will be surprised how many people will be impressed with your behavior and your conversation. In 5-10 minutes, they're going to say, yaar, ye kahan se aaya? दिखने को तो बस रेगुलर दिख रहा, लेकिन इसका बुद्धि बहुत है इसमें. And then you will be able to impress them, and then they will listen to you, and then you will not tell them what to do. Don't tell people what to do. They don't like it. Husbands don't like when wives tell them what to do. Wives don't like when husbands tell them what to do. I tell Tiffany, don't tell me what to do. And then I was like, okay, that's like an ego thing. People don't want to be told what to do. Just tell them what they can have in their life. Like the guy said, joining this business is like, life is like being in a cage, and this business opens a door. It gives you the possibilities of outside your cage. Your cage is your PhD. Your education and your job is your cage. Your education is your job is your cage. You know that, man, and you ain't letting it go. You're not going to let it go. This is mine. I work very hard for this. But you're in a cage. It might be a big cage, small cage, medium cage, but it's a cage. And this business opens the door of the cage and says, fly. And you're like, where? Your choice. I've never done it before. Go for it. And like the guy said very succinctly, you fly and sit on a branch and you go, wow, this is amazing. But you don't know what to do. You're on the branch. And your cage is still in your head. And you're like, what do I do now? Well, fly and do whatever you want to do. What do you want to do? I never thought about it because your cage did not allow you to think about it. Your cage kept you from thinking about the possibilities of flying and doing anything you want to do. Right now, my wife and I are doing what we want to do. It is amazing. And we're not as rich as most of the people who are rich. They have more money than us. We have a better life than them because we are free to do what we want to do. We have expanded from the cage. I was never a cage person, but you can develop your own cage. It's called your paradigm, your box. You might be very successful and very outwardly, and you've traveled around the world, but you're in your box, and you can break out of your own box in this business and be even bigger and more and help other people. The biggest wonderful thing in the business is to help other people realize that they have a whole world out there to explore, to experience, to enjoy. Why be in your box? No, I'm happy in my box. You are brainwashing you when you say that. I'm not saying you're unhappy in your box, but experience outside your box. Experience. It's like saying, you've never eaten a banana. Can I explain to you, if you've never eaten a banana, what a banana tastes like? I cannot explain it. So my only option is try this banana. And you're like, no, I don't want to try the banana. I said, well, it's really nice. Well, what does it taste like? Just try it. No, I don't know. It looks very strange. It's yellow, it's long, it's got a chilka. I don't know. I don't know. Why should I eat the inside of it? I don't know. You have to peel it. Yes, you peel it and eat the inside. It's really good. That's not looking right. Why? Because my box is not allowing me to accept that I can eat that banana and enjoy the taste. You can peel the banana and offer it to people. Now, will they accept? Some of them won't. Will that hurt you? Yes, it will. Will it hurt you? Will it hurt your ego? Yeah, because your ego is playing part of the game. But really, you hurt more because they don't know what they're missing. They don't know how their life could be. They don't know how their children that aren't even born yet. Like there's a young lady over here. She's got a picture and she comes live and then she puts the picture because obviously she's doing something else. But this young lady, I don't think she's married or have children, but I'm being presumptuous. I think she's a young single girl. But guess what? If she rejects the business, you say her children that aren't even in her brain yet don't know what they're missing. If she goes diamond, what if she goes diamond? You see, that's why we hurt. We hurt because our egos are hurt, and we hurt because we feel like, kya yaar, तुझे कभी मालूम ही नहीं होगा कैसी आपकी जिंदगी हो सकती है. तुझे वो चीज एक्सपीरियंस करने को मिलेगा ही नहीं क्योंकि तूने ये बिजनेस को रिजेक्ट किया. अरे फुकट में आ जा और मेरे साथ रहना. 2-3 महीने के लिए और सीख और अपनी ज्ञान बढ़ा और आपका बुद्धि बढ़ा और आपका दिल खोल और देख, नजारा देख, नजारा देख. So that's the challenge in our business, and the people who take it seriously and who love other people and who genuinely want to help people. And you know something, like the guy said, it's easy to be happy when you're up, but why don't you be positive when you're down? Same way, it's easier to work with people who are sexy. They dress well, nice looking couple, they are connected, they have they have good societal standard. Okay. But they're not doing anything. But they're in my downline. They're fantastic. Look at them. क्या मस्त है यार couple. दिखने को और बात ऐसे सुंदर करते हैं. They're very good people. अरे पर वो कर नहीं रहे कुछ. No, but उनको time दो ना. They got great connections. Give them some time. अरे वो आ नहीं रहे कुछ नहीं, but वो उनका life थोड़ा busy है. Like you can work with good looking sexy people. It's easy. Work with a rickshaw wala who will go Crown Ambassador. कहता कौन जाएगा? अभी खुला नहीं है, अभी होने वाला है. नजारा बहुत है इस बिजनेस में. बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो आप स्पॉन्सर करना नहीं चाहते हो, लेकिन वो गए एमरल्ड, डायमंड, EDC, डबल, ट्रिपल, क्राउन एम्बेसडर. It's hard to work with these people because we have a box. It's not just a financial box. It's a social box. It's a political box. It's a geographical box. It's a religious box. We have all these boxes in our head that keep us from expanding. Work with everybody. Everybody is a child of God. Everybody. Ugly, good looking, man, woman, child, fat, thin, bald, with hair, with a goatee, French beard. Work with everybody. Hey, Tiff, come say hello. And then we'll wrap it up.
Hi, everybody. How do you like Leo's beard? Give a thumbs up if you like it.
Oh my goodness. There's too many thumbs up. I thought this was like this.
This is a dream come true for me. I've been asking for it for 35 years. Can you imagine? Anyhow, listening to Leo, that was phenomenal. I hope you all absorbed that one, and that was wisdom. That was very good. The essence is that we're all created for different purposes, and we're all created to fulfill different destinies. But we know that God has created us to help people. So you're in a people business where you definitely have the opportunity to help humanity in a big way. You think about it, and one of the biggest concerns that people have in their adult life is finances. It can be very stressful if you don't have enough. So you can really help people to take care of that piece. They can have a better life, and consequently, their activities can be less focused on themselves because they're not as worried about themselves, and they can be more focused on other people. So it's a wonderful business. It's a great opportunity. We're so excited. Leo obviously is like, he's just right on. And I think, well, we've been driving for 3 days. He's been thinking. And the result is what you got this morning. So just wonderful. We love you all. Wish you a great evening and can't wait to see you the next time.
Thank you. Leo look like Dexter Yeager now. Like a Dexter Yeager.
Oh!
Yeah, good, great. Nice. Thank you.
Good, good. Okay,
Yes.
take over. Who's going to
Yes,
take over?
Leo, we would like to know what discussion you had with that young lady at hotel.
Yeah, the one who wanted to record it.
Well, we were just talking about life. And this girl was very, initially she was like, yes, no. And finally we got into a deep conversation about how to achieve, what they want out of life. And she found that to be very interesting. And it's basically talking to somebody about life and not about you. You might say a few things that how you progressed in your life and how you worked hard and did things to make things happen. But don't focus on you when you talk. Focus on life, focus on challenges, focus on, now we've got an opening thing to start a conversation is the pandemic. In India, you're suffering. India is on the news every night, every morning, all day long, with big problems with the pandemic in India. So, it's a conversation that you should not shy away from, and feel empathy. Somebody has already, everybody knows somebody who died of COVID. Now you want to, and I had COVID, and one doctor said I should have died because my oxygen was 71, and at 94 they admit you. So it was too low, and they, but I want you to understand that you open up a conversation, you listen to people, they have a lot to say, and they will not say it right away. So you have to get comfortable. And then you don't have to have a conversation where I'm going to sponsor this guy now, or next week I'm going to do meeting 2. No, just have an open-ended conversation and see if this person is worth pursuing or not. Okay? Now, there are some people you'll talk to, you'll have a good conversation, but you'll decide this person is a scatterbrain. This person is not focused. This person is very happy with their promotion in their job, and they're not going to listen to anything right now. So the timing could be wrong, or the person could be wrong, and you move on. You've had a good conversation, but it's good practice to have good conversations with people. And it's all about conversations, nothing else. If you can have a good conversation, and the better the conversation is, the more you listen to audios, the more you listen to read books, the more you attend these little sessions and online sessions with other things, the more your conversation will increase in wisdom. And make those conversations your job, to become good at having good conversations with people. And also know general knowledge, like the cricket team that's advancing in the playoffs, or the what's happening in tennis, what's happening in football. Like that Sardar was a football player, and he says, I understand the goal. You take the goal away and you have no game. And people live their lives without goals, and they think they have a game. That's why they lose the game of life. They have to have goals. So you got some good teaching ahead, from both the diamonds, the EDC and the diamond. So I would suggest that you become a master at holding conversations, and people should be impressed. Okay.
Okay. Now anybody wants to ask Leo any questions? विचारा काय विचारायचंय का?
No, they can't. No, it's directional. No,
लियो नेक्स्ट टाइम ना विजडम के बारे में इतना बहुत अच्छा बात किया आपने, तो एक रोल मॉडल होना चाहिए कि कम्युनिकेशन में इन एजुकेट एंड विजडम, इसमें डिफरेंस क्या है और क्या क्या डू एंड डोंट्स होने चाहिए, विजडम से बात कैसे करनी.
Next time.
Yes, and from the boat.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
What is the difference between knowledge and wisdom. How to communicate with wisdom.
I will talk about this next time because it's a deep
Next time.
subject.
Yeah,
Yes, it's a deep subject. I cannot just say lightly because wisdom is a deep topic.
And board is the perfect venue for that. We all will board next week.
Okay. I'll see you. I gotta run. I've got to go and do
Yes.
some paperwork.
Thank you so much, Leo.
Thank you, Leo.
Thank you, Leo.
Good night, everybody. Good night.